Yo, Vycery here. AT Uth Duna is here, and with it, some new armor pieces and updated sets. I want to quickly go over the individual armor pieces and present some new builds that can potentially outdamage what we had before. For the armor pieces, the only two we are really interested in are the coil and the greaves. The helmet, chest and arms are basically useless for us. Peak performance is not a bad skill, but we have massive problems to keep it with lance, even with haste recovery or our super recovery. Especially in endgame monsters, we take a lot of chip damage from blocking or have to deal with multi-hit attacks. Earplugs doesn't matter to us, since we can either block or counter screams. And Tool Specialist is not that important either. The coil, even with Tool Specialist 2, does come with 2 level 3 slots, which is really good. It's essentially like the Radar Gamma arms, only as a waste. Now the greaves are even better. Quicksheath 3 and Agitator 1 with 1 level 3 and 2 level 1 slots. Longsword players are not the only ones to benefit from that. That one armor piece does change a lot of builds, with how efficient it is, and Quicksheath is a nice utility skill. Protective Veil. The set bonus from Uth Duna is impractical at best. We get some defense with Protective Veil 1, and extra defense with elemental resistance with Protective Veil 2, when wearing a mantle, which is nice, but it's only active for a short time, since all mantles run out rather quickly. Onto the sets. I have 4 sets prepared. One is an alternative to the second wind build from my last video, 2 are updated versions of our Guts Azure Bolt build, and 1 is specifically for the Flame Fade event. Starting with the second wind build, we use Fulgur Helm Beta, Fulgur Mail Beta, Radar Arms Gamma, Duna Coil Gamma, and Duna Greaves Gamma, with the Challenger Charm 2. We give up Azure Bolt 1, but gain Guts. The issue is affinity. We can reach 65% without considering the weapon affinity, which is not a lot, but where it redeems itself is the sheer amount of raw we get. If Azure Bolt and Latent Power is not active from the previous build, then this one hits harder even with less affinity. We also gain some utility skills in Quicksheath 3 and Evade Extender 2. If you don't want to deal with 2-piece Ladracris and Latent Power, then this set is a solid alternative. Next we have the updated Guts builds. I made 2 variations. The first one uses Thunderous Roar 1 with Azure Bolt 1 and Guts as group bonus. This build has one of the highest damage outputs. Agitator 5, Weakness Exploit 5, Maximum Might 3, Burst 1, some stamina skills like Stamina Surge 2 and Constitution 1, with Evade Extender as comfy skill. We do rely on Latent Power to get 100% affinity, but since we only have 1 point of it, you can still get to 90% without the affinity of your weapon. Guts also provides a little bit more safety with the inbuilt Moxie effect. Now the variation switches to Protective Veil 1. Here we do give up Latent Power and Evade Extender, but gain more stamina skills and Quicksheath 3 for comfort. We do reach 90% affinity, but don't have Latent Power to close the gap to 100%, which is not that big of a deal. This is my new go-to build. Both sets have the same raw. Which one you pick is more of an individual decision. If you value potentially dealing more damage, then the Thunderous Roar build is for you. And if you struggle with stamina, then the Protective Veil build should be your pick. Lastly, I have a special build with the new Arfi armor to farm tickets and vouchers while the festival is going. It's by no means the best set out there, but if you really want to get some extra items, you might want to look into it. We are using the Ladracris Beta Helm, with the rest being Arfi Alpha and the Challenger Charm. With that, we get Burst 5, Maximum Might 3, Agitator 3, Constitution 3 and Stamina Surge 1, with Flame Fade Boon 2 as set bonus and Carving Master as group bonus. Flame Fade Boon 2 gives you more items upon completing quests while the corresponding festival is active, and increases your raw by around 9% as well as defense by 50 points. Carving Master lets you carve additional times. If you want more affinity, you can change to Weakness Exploit instead of Agitator. With that, you should be able to get more tickets and vouchers. From my experience, you can get Flame Fade tickets, Barrel Bomb vouchers, Pick a Meal voucher, Beach Barrel Bombs, and Flame Fade vouchers from this set bonus. The Flame Fade voucher in particular can be pretty useful, since the special meal in the canteen is the only way to get plus 5 raw from a meal and Feline Swimmer in one. And that's it. Those are all the builds I have for you. I hope you enjoyed watching the video and you learned something. If there are questions, changes, or ideas you want to share, write it in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching, have a good one.